So we were coming to the discussion in the PPDT. So once the last person has finished the individual narration, the group starts a discussion automatically. And then the aim of the discussion is to evolve a common group story, a story to which all of you, or if not all, most in the group agree. Now, what are the things that you agree upon? It is the same thing that you were narrating in your individual story. There is a number of characters, their age, sex, mood, and the situation they're in. Right. So while you are participating in this activity, you have to remember a few things. Firstly, the language you're going to use is English. However, if someone gets stuck, you can speak in Hindi in between, or you can speak in a mix of both the languages. But you are expected to revert to English as quickly as you can. During the discussion stage, only one person should speak at a time. Because when many people start talking simultaneously, you will not be able to make out what is being conveyed. And finally, throughout this exercise, you are required to remain seated. You are not required to exchange any pleasantries. When it is your turn, just start narrating your story. And address each other in the group. Do not worry about the three assessors who are going to be sitting in front of you. You can assume that they are not present in the testing hall for that duration. So I hope you've understood the basic requirements. Up to this point, anyone having any doubts? You can unmute yourself and you can ask your query. In case at this stage, anyone has got any doubts.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Karthikeyan.
Sir, if more than 3 or 4 persons are there in a picture, so sir, how to mark in the box, sir?
Okay, if there are too many people, then it will be difficult for you to mark the age, sex, and mood of each and every individual present in the situation. In that case, you can simply say group of people.
Sir.
And focus on one or two characters who are quite prominent.
Sir.
And around whom you will be basing the story.
Yes, sir, I got it.
Clarified your doubt?
Yes.
Any other doubt? Shall we proceed? Is there no further doubts? Okay. So let's see. What are the points or what are the qualities that the assessors are observing in a candidate when he's participating in this activity? So first and foremost thing is your understanding of the situation. That is, whatever situation is depicted in the picture, have you intelligently identified it? Now the picture, barring a very, very few exceptions, most of the picture will give you a lot of flexibility. It is not that a particular picture can have a particular situation. That is not the case. So have intelligent thought in understanding the situation. And the story that you create, is it relatable to the picture? Sometimes you see a group of people who are sitting around a table and discussing something. And somebody says that Amit always wanted to join the armed forces. He worked hard. He cleared his SSB. And subsequently, he was commissioned in the Madras regiment. He was posted to 15 Madras. 15 Madras is deployed in J&K. And he launched an anti-terror operation and he was successful. Whereas the picture depicts only a few people or maybe 3 persons sitting around a table and discussing something. So the story, is it very easily relatable to the picture? It may not be so. So what I'm trying to highlight is that whatever story you create, it should be relatable to the picture. Another thing the assessors look for in a candidate is the communication skills. Are you able to express yourself in a confident and comfortable manner? This point has been highlighted quite adequately that no one expects you to be a professor of English. As long as you can convey your views in a manner that everyone can understand. That is what is required. So, all those who are not very comfortable in speaking fluently should focus on this particular aspect. And it's a very, very important aspect. And how confident the person is. Do you speak with interruptions? Do you wait for the opportunity to speak? Or you have the desire and confidence in yourself to participate on occasions when you can? Thereafter, how much do you participate? Now, some people, they mistake it as if that they are the only ones who have to participate and rest of the people are, they don't have to bother about rest of the group members. So it should be adequate participation wherein when the discussion starts, you are able to contribute some meaningful points. As long as your points are logical and you're giving your points with reason, whether they are accepted or not, that is a secondary issue. The primary issue is whether you are making useful contribution to the discussion or not. There is no mathematical number that one person in a discussion of 5 minutes should participate so many times. The importance is of the view that you express, whether the points that you are suggesting are logical and relevant to the situation or not. And finally, what impression do you create in the group? How do you create an impression? When you make reasonable and logical points. You also make an impression on the group when you are listening to other people and you are not unnecessarily contradicting other people. So if you participate in a friendly and adjustable manner, you will be able to create a good impression on the group. Now, if these are the things that the assessors are observing, flows out from